Welcome back. Thanks for being here. I today am sharing an Instagram stories from last Friday, 1 week ago today. It was powerful. I even brought up a little bit about the recent video that I just published a few days ago, where we had a huge discussion about a guest coming to a particular lady's home and bringing her craft with her, and was that rude? There was a huge discussion in that video. I will have that video linked. If you missed it, please check it out and please add to the discussion. But yes, last Friday's Instagram stories to me was worthy to bring that little bit of footage here so that you have it to reference back to if you wish. And let's just dive right in and see what I had to share. Morning. I'm sure my phone is dirty. I'll tell you the secret sauce, if there is one, right? I'd like to believe there's a secret sauce, but if I'm being completely honest, it doesn't work that way, folks. No. Don't wait until you need all this. Okay? Don't wait until you're suffering. Oh, now I need all this. Now I need the Lord. Now I need prayer. No, don't wait. How you build yourself up for success to navigate the rocky terrains of this life is by studying. It's by studying it daily. Getting into that white space. White space. White space. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Off. Hopefully it's still filming. Yeah, white space. Paper has more patience than people, folks. Anne Frank. Don't wait until you need it, because it's coming. As you know, believe life for showing you what life is. It's always coming. No one is exempt. We will all struggle. We all have a cross to bear. You have to be doing the work daily so you are better equipped to navigate that rocky terrain, to overcome, to exercise the resilience muscle. Too many people wait until they need it. I've watched it in action, and you can't trick the trickster, because I'm just as guilty as everyone else. No more. No more, Tracy. No more waiting around until you need it. No, you need it, honey. You need it day in and day out. And what a changer it's been. What a changer it's been. So there's your secret sauce. When we really know there is no secret sauce, because every day comes with its own challenges, its own adversities. Be prepared. The 6 P's. The 6 P's. I apologize up front for my filthy mouth. The 6 P's. Proper preparation prevents piss-poor performance. Thank you, Bob Gardner. Thank you, Dad, for teaching me that at a very young age. It's never left me. Proper preparation prevents piss-poor performance. Excuse my pissy language. I'm not worried. I know where my eternity lies, although I used such a filthy word. We all have eternity. That may look different for everyone. Another thing my dad taught me, this is just for fun. When I was learning how to drive on my stick shift, S10, Chevy S10, learning how to drive. Some of you are like, what's a stick shift? God bless those of us that learned how to drive on a stick shift. Yeah, talk about choose your hard. Talk about overcoming. My dad used to say, just remember this, Trace, when you're driving, 9, you're fine, 10, you're mine. Meaning, pretty much when you're on the highway, freeway, expressway, whatever you call it. My parents called it the freeway, and they still do. That meant you could go 9 over the speed limit. 9, you're fine, 10, you're mine. You get to that 10, the lights are gonna come flashing. And that stuck with me too. I had a speeding ticket when I was 16 years old. I was driving a candy apple red IROC Z with T-tops. Okay, you know, all right. It kind of went fast. I liked the sound of it. I was probably trying to impress some guy who thankfully I never cultivated a relationship with. Who can relate? Yeah, got a speeding ticket. I know I can picture where I was at, the Millington Hills, for all my Millington followers. Yeah, I was driving the Millington Hills. Haven't had a speeding ticket since then, knock on wood. It's not saying it can't happen, but I'm not one to have a lead foot. Clearly, I didn't comply to what my dad taught me when I was 16. One of the many areas. Well, one of the many. Who can relate, right? Yeah. Do you ever think, wow, I'm lucky to be alive? Yeah, I've had quite a few of those moments where I'm lucky I'm here today by some of the choices that I made. No one's exempt from that either. Yeah. A lot to think about today. Happy first birthday to baby Marin, our little bear. Well, I enjoyed my week off from steak. Sorry. Today, she's back. Not thrilled, but we do hard things. We do hard things. Just starting the cream of rice. Yeah, suck her up, Trace. You can do this. You do. Hard things. Paul ate a heaping pile of this fresh out of the crock pot yesterday and was in his glory. It's so funny how we're all different. Actually, it's better than usual. I did something different yesterday. Okay, now I'm going to have to do this again. So I had just pulled the flank steak out of the crock pot to start shredding it and weighing it on my food scale. I'm packaging it up. And I get a text message from the hairstylist that we're now seeing. And she said, I've got a cancellation. I literally can start you in 10 minutes. And I'm like, okay, we'll make this work. We're on our way. So I took the shredded flank and put it back in the crock pot so it's got all that juice in there still. Paul calls it au jus. Au jus was in the pot. I put it back in there and just mixed it in. And then we headed off to our hair appointments. And Paul just stayed there and, sorry, I got cut off. Paul just stayed at the salon and worked for the over couple of hours that I was getting my hair done. He just went to like a little lobby table. They had a little table there. And so he never came home to like take care of the flank. So it had sat in the au jus for probably 3 hours. We get home, I package it all up. I didn't eat any, but of course he was eating remnants and he's like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. It tastes completely different. So I know it had to be the step of putting it back in there. So that will be my method to madness moving forward. Oh, shoot. Hate when your cleavage tries to eat your food. Give it back. I just published today's video. Give it a check. Check it out. I am sharing a comment and question that a viewer of an older YouTube video left me. And because it's something that comes up quite often in coaching, I hear it in coaching my clients, and it's something we're all guilty of, me too. I thought this is a great topic for a video. It's when, because we wouldn't do something, I would never do that, it's rude. If you're doing it, it's rude because it's something I would never do. Yeah, that's the topic. And we all are guilty of doing that. Well, I would never think to do such a thing. How rude. Well, is it rude? Check out today's video and find out what I have to say. When I coach a client and they share with me how rude, the mother-in-law, usually mother-in-law or sister-in-law was, I will say to them, well, what about it makes you feel that they were being rude? And almost always I hear, well, I would never do that. Oh, and you're perfect? Please share with me the secret sauce to that perfectionism because I want it, right? I wouldn't do it, therefore they're rude. Happens all the time. We're all guilty, even the sister. Check it out. Okay, back to this. I just don't get it. Okay. Where's my honey? Oh, there it is. In fact, some of you, a lot of you maybe, when you watch today's video and I read the story, your knee-jerk reaction will probably be, that is so rude. Like what she's sharing, yeah, that is so rude. But I challenge you to coach yourself. I can't. And ask yourself, why? Why do I see it as rude? Force yourself to call it out. That's great coaching right there. Because there's always an opportunity to see things differently. Okay. Oh my gosh, I gotta get on with this day. I keep coming back. Here's another one 3 days ago on the same video on hosting. Should the food be ready by the time guests arrive? Already, you guys have that answer for other people. Yeah, most people think they have the answer for other people. Should the food be ready by the time guests arrive? My boyfriend likes for our guests to see him cook, but I think it's rude, as I feel we don't pay attention to our guests as we are struggling to keep a conversation. So basically it's the same thing. Because I wouldn't do it, it's rude. Well, is he really being rude? I mean, is he really saying, oh, let's be rude today? When those people come to our house, Let's be rude. I highly doubt his intention is to be rude to the guest, right? I don't have the answer to her question. I can navigate that and help her find that answer. Is it appropriate? Would it maybe be favored differently? I don't know, because everyone's going to see differently. Some people may really like that. Like, oh my gosh, I love it. Hey, how can I pitch in? Or, ooh, what are you making? Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, what seasonings did you put in there, right? I love to cook, so I'd probably be like all about it in a bag of chips. Someone else may not, right? Because we all see through a different lens. The problem that we have is we expect everyone to see through the same lens that we do. No wonder we're always disappointed, offended, right? Because everyone should think like we do. But the question is it rude? Well, I cover that in today's YouTube video on how we just have this knee-jerk reaction to think everyone is rude, but not us. Oh no, we would never, ever be rude. Wouldn't even think of it. Couldn't dream of it. Oh, BS. We would all benefit from training ourselves to be able to be a little bit more open-minded. Remember, 2 types of people, 2 types of attitude. Negative and narrow, positive and expansive. Which one do you want to be? No one can choose that but you. So if you're more positive and expansive, you may say, wow, what's the opportunity here? I mean, the person clearly isn't being rude. They're not doing anything mean-spirited or anything to spite me. But how can I see this from a more positive, encouraging way? This person could be an introvert and they're uncomfortable breaking the ice. So the fact that they're cooking while their guests arrive could be a way for him to break the ice with people and get over that little bit of discomfort that he's experiencing. There's always a bigger picture to everything. Let's just open our minds and expand ourselves so that we can see it and give people grace. I need to get in the shower. I need to exfoliate. I have a spray tan. And very soon, very soon. I would love to poll men on if they think what I shared in today's video is rude. I would be willing to bet if I polled 100 women, probably 90%, based on just my observations of women in my 53 years, probably 90% of all women, or all of women would say it was rude. And I bet you maybe 10% of men would say it's rude. They'd probably be like, what? What's the big deal? Like, who cares? Why are we analyzing this, right? We can all vicariously live through the opposite gender because there's a lot that we can glean from them, really, honestly. This is something that comes up all the time in coaching, and I even hear it in just everyday conversations with acquaintances that I may be around at a get-together, gathering, or a party. The person put, I have never brought my crafts to someone's home as a guest, and I don't ever plan on it. So because I wouldn't do that, it's rude. I want you to challenge yourself right now and ask yourself if you do that. I hear it all the time. Well, I would never do that. Let me give you an example. A dad's job never ends, even when they move out. Who's with me, dads? Not that I have a lot of dads watching, but dad's jobs never end. Isn't it so cute in here?
I think that looks better.
Yeah.
I'll try this one now.
Okay.
Then we might have to make a little adjustment on that one there to get it perfect.
Dewalt, I'm telling you, whenever you want to work with me, every single thing. It's like my shoes, right?
Will you hold that right here?
Yeah. Still hanging sconces. Perfect.
All right, all done.
Some assembly required.
Yes, it is.
Some assembly required.
All right, how are they looking? Good?
Good.
I've been making this banana bread for over 30 years. It is so good. I had pulled it out of the oven right before going to Chloe's. So she got a fresh, warm, melted butter on it. And then I think Hal had some. It goes fast around here. My little wedge, but I think I'll have that one too. Thanks for watching. Anything that could be linkable or anything that you're wondering, oh, I like that, I'm interested in that, I will have links to all of that in the description box below this video. I will also have a video library of other videos that kind of pertain to the same topic that I shared with you and the recent videos. I've put out some just really great content lately. If you have time this weekend to just marathon through some of those videos, there's just so much great content. I have a lot of great videos coming here soon, so stay here, keep following, keep sharing me, and keep contributing because I really do enjoy it. Also, just a reminder, 3-week Intense is coming really soon. We start the first Monday in November. I believe it's the 4th, but the email goes out the end of this month, so I highly encourage you get registered today for quarter 3-week Intense. We're back again and we're back strong. All new videos in the library. Check out the 3-week Intense webpage on the Hensel Coaching and Consulting website to get more information, to read the testimonials, and to get registered today so that you get that email on the 30th. So thanks for being here. Have a great weekend.